Good evening, Divine Feminines, and welcome into a reading. This reading will be with you from the 21st of January until the next couple of days or week, 10 days. Now, I have already welcomed our spirit guide, our angel and ancestors. I had got the cards out. You know me, I shuffled through, right? But then I had a phone call and I couldn't continue the reading. So that's why the messages are all here, as you see, but we will continue delving into the messages as we go into the reading for you. Okay, now, now communication has been stuck for quite some time. That's what I'm getting here. Right, there is a block here with a mountain. You guys are not being able to probably meet each other physically at this point for some of you, right? Because this crossroad is still there with this commitment, right? And as I told the snake, as I said before, he's waiting for an opportunity. And you over here, guys, with the book, the key, and the key, and you showing up, you're looking for a solution and answer to all the problems in here, where you can eliminate your worries, your stress, your tension from this situation, because you're not being able to probably physically meet each other, nor are you being able to get through to each other in terms of communication, right, or even proximity. But you want to eliminate your worries. You are looking for an answer. You're looking for some kind of a solution to all that situation in your life with the twin flame journey, right? So you're more clear about your own situation is more what I'm getting. Now, your personal energy is calling out for the stars, guys, which is beautiful, right? We'll delve into it. Now, the stars talk about healing. So I think more so with your situation that I'm getting to understand here, guys, is that there's a lot of healing that you are going through. You're definitely going through a period of healing for your own benefit, right? Call it providence, call it your own future, your destiny. You want to kind of heal something in your life and bring back some kind of hope, some kind of faith and purpose in your existence in this journey as well. So your personal energy talks about your karma, talks about your destiny, talks about a lot of healing from some situation that is causing you a lot of worry in here, a lot of stress. You don't want that, or that has already happened and you're trying to overcome that period in time, right? That has given you or caused you a lot of stress. Please talk to me about the stars. So your personal energy is looking at a lot of healing that you have to do or you are doing around this portion in time, guys, okay? The answer is no. So they are telling you, maybe that's what I think it is, unawakened. They're telling you not to do anything right now, First, get into the energy of healing yourself, right? And see pause and divine timing, which will automatically improve your situation here, right? But we'll see. What is the answer is no. So they are saying take your time. Forgiveness, yeah. You're not being able to forgive something, forget this problem. So don't rush into anything. Yeah, material world, right? Something that has happened in the material world between you and your soulmate, you know that. So maybe it's becoming difficult for you to forgive the situation here. Until you really heal, you will not be able to forgive this situation. That's what they are telling you here, guys. Right? So it's very important for you to take your time and heal within yourself first before you can do anything. Please talk to me about the forgiveness. Yeah, you have to heal, guys. Yeah, temperance, In order to compromise on that situation, we'll see. Please talk to me about the temperance here. The Four of Wands in the reverse. Yes, too many cards, but we'll take it. The Lovers in the reverse, the Five of Cups in the reverse, and the Moon in the reverse. Okay, all right, let's get going on the story here. Please talk to me about the Lovers in the reverse, the Five of Cups in the reverse, and the Moon in the reverse here. Bridge. Successfully overcoming a problem. Okay. All right, let's get into this, guys. So stars is talking about healing the situation, right? I mean, healing not only yourself, but once you can heal yourself, you can heal the other situation. You can understand things better, because when you are all pent up, right? When you are worried, when you are stressed, when you feel all bundled up inside of you with a lot of stress, anxiety, a lot of guilt in you, or whatever that situation, a lot of worry, feeling negative about a lot of situations, then you're not able to heal, right? Healing comes is only when you understand yourself better. That there are certain things in life that you probably have no control on, right? The answer is no. So, whatever you wanted in your life, let's come back here. Whatever you had wanted from Providence, right? You did not get it. You did not get your answer, and the answer came as no. So, there is something that went against your destiny in here that did not serve you. Your with whatever you had wanted for yourself in this journey, right? Which is clarified by forgiveness. So, this is where Spirit is saying that, okay, whatever happened that did not go in your favor, it did not act out in the way you wanted it to happen, you have to learn to forgive that situation and heal from that, right? Yes, I mean, it's very difficult. It's a difficult energy. Not everybody, not everyone can do this, right? Not everybody can say this, and not everybody can come to that position of saying, okay, whatever happened, I did not get what I wanted. It's fine. I'll forgive everything. It's not easy. It takes a lot. It takes a lot of healing to come to this point, where you will learn to say that, okay, maybe destiny had not wanted that at that point in time, right? Or destiny was against the time. Destiny was not in approval of the divine timing, that you wanted things to happen, but it did not. So, this is where you cannot blame anybody here at this point. That's what they're saying. Don't blame anybody, but learn to forgive that past. Learn to say that, okay, it's okay. I mean, a lot of things in our life, guys, we wanted. And we want it at that certain time. And if it doesn't work, then we are upset. We get all, angry. We are upset with every situation because The way things would have worked, or we would have liked it to work, has not worked. So we are upset and we find it very difficult to forgive that situation because we are so much in our own energy that, it becomes difficult to let it go. To let it go and say that, okay, it didn't happen. There was a higher reason, a higher purpose to that story that you probably don't know. So if you hold on, so what they are saying, guys, is if you hold on to that grudge in here, then why things didn't go my way, why things didn't work in the way I want, why he didn't do this, if you keep doing that, if you keep harping on that grudge, you will never be able to heal. That's A. Point number two is you will not be able to forgive yourself, nor will you be able to forgive the past. Right? So, Spirit is saying it's time. Your personal energy is telling you, okay, fair enough. A lot of things in your life, apart from this journey, guys, may have not happened in the way you wanted to. Maybe the job you wanted at one point, you didn't get it. Maybe the promotion you wanted at one point, you didn't get it. Maybe the university you wanted to go into, you didn't get admission in it. Maybe the house you wanted to buy, you couldn't buy. So there are a lot of things in life that you want for sure. You want, I want, we all want. But it doesn't necessarily mean that Providence is in favor of giving us that particular gift or reward just because we want it. Right? They have their own timeline. Providence has their own timeline. They will give it to you when they know that you deserve it, you want it, and you are ready to forgive the past. That is a test. How much are you willing to let go of the past, to forgive that? Because as you can forgive and forget the situation, right? Forgiveness is a huge healing part of the story, because most of us, we are not able to forgive people who have harmed us, not just the divine masculine, just in general, right? Your bosses, your children, your siblings, your extended family, your friends, anybody who has hurt you. We always hold that grudge within ourselves because we are human, right? And emotions is a matter of trust. So emotion gets hurt, you lose trust. And because you lose trust, you have that grudge that you're not able to let go. But now is the time. This energy is telling you, guys, now is the time. Okay, let it go. Let it go. Temper your emotions. Learn to temper and bring back balance in your emotional part of the story. Learn to compromise with whatever has happened in the past. Right? Let it go. Forgive. Tell yourself that you are bigger than what somebody could have thought you to be. Because, see, forgiveness is an act of being, rising up, right? Getting back into your higher self. That's when you can forgive the past. When you can rise above, your vibration goes up, and you tell yourself that I don't want to be in that vibration. I want to be higher up. I want to be better off. And this is for myself. I want to do it because I believe in tempering my own anger, my own emotions, my own, hurt, my pride, everything that has suffered for me, right? So to temper that, to bring that balance back, you have to do a lot of internal alchemy. Lot of internal alchemy, the Four of Wands in the reverse, because you are very disturbed within yourself. Within yourself, you're very disturbed. You're not finding peace within yourself. So you have to temper. You have to learn to be, again, like I said, learn to forgive. As you let go, as you let that wash away, that energy is very difficult, let me tell you. to get rid of this energy, guys, you will have to really give it a good amount of time, right? Because you're feeling very disturbed. And the reason is lovers in the reverse. There is a loss and balance of harmony within yourself, right? Misalignment of values now. So, unless you get out of that situation and align back your own self, temper back your own self, you will not be able to do anything. In the sense that you will not be in peace with yourself, right? Because lovers in the reverse, Five of Cups in the reverse, it's time to let that grief go. It's time to move on, guys. It's time to let that past disappear, right? With the moon in the reverse, where you have been hiding your fear, you have been hiding your subconscious. Clear your subconscious because it's time. Because all this could be your shadow energy that is creating the disturbance within you, that's not keeping you in peace, that's not bringing back your peace. So, the more way you can work with your peace once again, the way you can work with your harmony once again is only when you can balance and restore your emotional situation within yourself and forgive, right? Because it's time. It's time. And why? Because bridge, successful overcoming a problem. So if you follow this, guys, you will be able to bridge the gap that is between you and your peace. That's between you and your disbalanced situation. You need to bridge that gap, right? So you have to overcome, and you will be successfully be able to overcome this situation if you follow the right path. That's what they're telling you. But if you keep holding back on the past situation, if you keep all that guilt and anxiety and stress within you, you will not find peace. Peace doesn't come to you easily. Remember that. Peace is very difficult. Energy to bring back within you. The contentment of being who you are, the contentment of knowing who you are, the contentment is a very big issue. The contentment is completely up to you. Nobody can give it to you. Some are contented with nothing. Some are contented with having everything. Some are, not contented with having everything and nothing. They are in the middle. So contentment is what you think is right for you. How contented you are, how peaceful you are within your own self. That nobody determines or nobody controls or nobody orders you. It's you. It's your own inner subconscious. It's your own inner voice. It's your own inner soul. It's very important. At this point, that's what they're saying. You will be able to overcome this problem successfully, provided you understand where you have been going wrong or what is that you have been doing wrong here. And this is only again for yourself. For yourself. Okay. The next part of the story, guys, is your fear, right? Your hope and fear. So your hope and fear is child. Where you are fearing that this situation may never come back to you, or that you may not have a tender beginning again with this situation. Your hope is that you want it, right? You want that tender beginning. You want to bring back that situation in your life. You want, it's the feeling you have, right? That you are feeling lonely at this point. You're feeling lonely, and your hope is that you're not left out in the cold again, right? And your fear is that you might be left out in the cold again, right? Where the tender beginning may never happen. May never happen. right? So that's your hope, that's your fear, which concerns your stability, which is again your hope and fear on your own issue of stability in your life, because obviously there is a disbalance with your emotional understanding that is causing you that fear of stability here. Please talk to me about the child, right? When you're feeling that, oh, you might never be stable again, or you might never feel that tender new beginning of stability here. Action. But universe is saying, spirit is saying, some kind of an action will be taken towards the situation. So your hope and fear is that, there is some kind of an action that takes place here. You don't know, whether at all this action will happen, whether something will move towards this situation. You're kind of skeptical around this, which is your hope that, your hope and your fear, it's working at the same time, where you are feeling that, some kind of a movement is needed to bring back that stability in your life in here at this point. Please talk to me about the action here. But you're not sure, right? Because this is again divine timing, universe, what they are doing. You're not aware of that. Please talk to me about the action. Yeah, the Lovers, right? So your hope and fear, guys, is that some kind of an action happens in this situation, where you can revive back this connection, or where this connection comes back to life, right? And the balance returns in this situation. But this is again your hope and your fear, both working at the same time here. Please talk to me about the Lovers. Because now you want to meet him. You guys probably want to meet each other face to face. You'll want to see each other, right? The Hanged Man and the Page of Sword. Yeah, so you're basically, you're not, it's a situation where you are not taking any action right now, right? But you are leaning towards some kind of a situation for some kind of an information on this situation. You want to know, right? But you're not getting to know, because there could be silence right now with regards to communication, right? So hold on, guys. Let me get the last part out here and see. I'll go back. Please talk to me about the Hanged Man and the Page of Sword. Let's see, Daisy. Hold on. Someone is leaving your life. Okay, chair empty. Hold on. Let me pull my chair here. Okay. Please do talk to me about the chair empty. Be careful, do not take risk. Talk to me about the claw. Happiness in September. I think we had this message in before, where Spirit had given you the time before. You remember? If you not, just go back into the reading. I think it was for the Divine Masculine. And the same kind of situation or message is coming up in your case too, Divine Feminine. Okay, so let's move. What's your hope and fear? The hope and fear is the new beginning of stability, the new understanding, right? Learning a new, I mean, it's a new, fresh journey. Let me put it that way. It's a new, fresh journey. That's your hope and fear because you don't know. You're still unaware whether any kind of action will be instigated on this situation. You're still unaware of this situation. You don't know, right? But you're hoping. But at the same time, that fear, right? Because now the action would be towards bringing both of you together again, meeting face to face. You want, you know, you guys want to meet up, y'all want to discuss, y'all want to open up and talk, but you're hoping and fearing that this possibility might not be there because you want to know. You could be curious at this point. You could be curious, what's happening there. You're not sure what's going on, right? And you're feeling that pull, towards this energy, which is again, because it's unknown to you, because you don't know, there is that fear element, that fear element. So what is happening, guys, is that with the Hanged Man and the Page of Sword, you are waiting for some kind of an action, some kind of news. You're leaning towards that situation where there is still no action. You want to know what is going on there, what kind of whether this person, the divine masculine, is ready to initiate something, or whether he is still suspending everything, pausing everything. There is a pause, right? So because there is a pause in the situation, your hope and fear is making you more curious, right? You could be spying on this person, some of you, right? Going on to his social network account. Anything can happen. Wanting to know if he has done anything, if has been moved, if something has moved in his situation, right? You're curious to know why there is so much of silence at the other end. And why? Because this situation is under some kind of a pause. Like I said, that could be your hope and fear that because of this, it's making you more curious about this situation. So you want to know more about this situation. Someone is leaving your life. If he's alone, you want to know if there is a vacancy there right now, or if that chair where somebody had been sitting on has become empty. You want to understand what the situation is, right? Be careful, do not take risk. But what Spirit is saying, don't take any risk right now. Right now is not your time to take any kind of risk with this situation. Because with the Page of Sword, you could be very curious where you might even, go to the extent of finding out, calling friends, trying to find out more information about this situation, right? Whether he is, whether the person or that situation, if that vacancy is there, right? If the chair has become vacant, whatever that situation had been. But at this point in time, they are telling you, no. Just hold your horses. Don't do anything right now, right? Because that could interfere with your happiness. So if you do something out of the ordinary at this point in time, that can come between you and your happiness right now. So that's where they're telling you, don't move. Don't do anything right now. You want to spy on him, go ahead and spy on him from a distance. But don't go to the extent of trying to meet up with him right now, or trying to get close to him right now, because that could come in your way of happiness, right? Which is where you have to wait till September, guys. You have to wait till September for this situation to kind of come to some conclusion here. So you won't get your answer. That's what they're saying here. You won't get your answer right now, even though you want it. You want to know of it. You are curious to know more, right? You're trying to understand why there is a pause, why he's not talking, why you are not being able to hear any kind of sound, right? What is going on? So, yeah, I mean, curiosity kills the cat, remember, right? So, if you're too curious at this point, it will meddle with your happiness. Then something will happen that will come between you and your happiness. So, you have to hold on to your own understanding of this situation till the month of September. Till the month of September, because right now, see, there is a wall of misunderstanding between you and him as well. Or he could be having some kind of a situation in his life that you're not aware of. Right? So if you go right now and jump into that situation or try to dig for information, right, that could again become a wall of misunderstanding. So don't do anything right now. That's what they are warning you over here, right? Now your blessing is the flowers. So that's beautiful. Your blessing is the flower. You know, they are telling you that, okay, I mean, there is a lot of things that's coming back to life. Okay, it's blooming. It's blooming, but you have to be very careful about this situation is what I'm getting right now, guys. So don't topple with your blessing. Don't interfere with your blessing. You know, take the blessing, whatever is in your way. The flowers is talking about some kind of a good situation in your life, right? So you have to learn to understand that certain things in life takes a while to grow, right? Takes a while to grow. It doesn't happen overnight. You plant a tree today, you don't get a flower tomorrow. You know, for that flower to bloom, it might take 6 months. For some, it might take 8. For some, it takes a year. It takes time, right? That's how nature works. You plant a bud, or say, you plant something today, like you put a bulb in the soil, right? And you don't expect the bulb to blossom tomorrow morning. The bulb will blossom, but the bulb will blossom only when the timing for the bulb to blossom happens. That could be a year, could be 8 months, could be 10 months, could be whatever, right? So things take time to grow. So your blessing is things are growing. So don't spoil that at this point. Please talk to me about the flowers. That's what they are telling you. You know, hold your horses. Do your own stuff. See, healing. Yeah. And as you heal, that's your blessing. You know, you are also getting to know, getting to understand, getting to open your heart, getting to blossom. You're also blossoming, divine feminine. So you're blossoming time. So this is the time for you. Right? This is your blessing that you're getting that time to do your own internal work. Because again, remember, if you are not fully healed, you will not be able to do what you're rightfully supposed to be doing in this situation. So this situation will have to go through a period of silence, will have to go through a period of distancing one from the other. It's required. It's required because this is a huge time for healing your own energy, for, you know, with your anger, like I said, with your anger, your disappointment, your grief, right? You have to clear the chakras. It takes time. Please talk to me about the healing. So your blessing is that as you heal, you will be able to blossom, right? You will be able to bloom back, the Knight of Cups. Right? You will be able to bloom back, you know, where you have some kind the desire, right? That he comes to you, he comes back to you. But you have to heal in order to receive this person, right? So you have to leave the past disappointment behind here. You have to, your vibration has to go up, right? Where you are, where you probably have felt very hurt before with this Knight of Cups. Please talk to me about the Knight of Cups, where you had expected this offer or you had accepted, the Five of Swords in the reverse, where, somebody, like I said, the healing is coming from the fact, the blossoming, that's your blessing, because the divine masculine is realizing here, it's also a part of that story, is that all he had in his life where he has not been able to do what he wanted to do, he has learned a lesson. It's a hollow victory with the Five of Swords in the reverse, right? It's a hollow victory for him that he had been fighting. He had been fighting. But now he is realizing, or you will also realize, that the war between the two of you has been a hollow victory for both of you. That's more appropriately appropriate. That's what my spirit is telling me here. So you have to, even your blessing is that you are being given that opportunity here at this point in time, divine feminine, to release that energy. That's your blessing. Where you are also coming to the point of understanding that if you continuously keep fighting each other mentally, ignoring each other, it's a hollow victory for both of you. Basically doesn't give you anything in return. Please talk to me about the Knight of Cups and the Five of Swords in the reverse. So both of you, especially you, divine feminine, you have to, see Judgment in the reverse, where there has been a misalignment of values right there, right? Where you have not been able to even do the right thing as well, divine feminine. See star. And you need to heal from that situation. We'll revisit this portion here. Give me 1 second. Let me get my card out for this. Please talk to me about the Judgment in the reverse. That when you have not taken the right decision here, or you have failed to take the right call here for some of you. Chain of events that will affect your life. Okay. Okay. All right. I got it. Hold on, guys. Let's go back here. Let's revisit your blessing part of the story. Flowers. Okay. So what they're saying over here is that it takes time to bloom, right? But your blessing is that you're getting that time. That's your blessing, right? You're getting the time to bloom here. Getting the time to heal yourself, right? Getting the time to understand your own emotions in here. Very important, right? Understanding this Knight of Cups, where you or him, or both of you, are coming to terms with your own defeat. That it's been nothing but a defeat in this situation, and it's a hollow victory. There's a lot of resentment on this situation at this point in time. That even you have not been able to work your own logical energy in the right way to follow your heart desire. So you have to heal. You have to heal yourself. Why? Because there has been a alignment of values in your life with the Judgment in the reverse. Right? You're coming to terms that even you were unawakened. divine feminine, to a large extent, right? And you were also in that depressed mood and energy, unawakened, when you have not been able to take action on yourself in the right way. There was a lot of depression that was catching up with you as well. Because what you wanted in life did not happen. That's what I was trying to tell you here. That what you wanted in life at that point in time did not happen. Right? And did not happen because A, it was not the right time. B, there was a misalignment of values in this relationship from both the ends. Right? From both ends. So this is where things have to improve. Otherwise, there will be chain of event that will affect your life. So it's very important for this situation to be completely healed. Or else this particular situation that did not work in your favor will continue until the situation is completely forgiven and healed by you. Right? Or else this particular situation will continue to affect your life. You will carry forward until you can completely recover from this situation and get out of that state of affairs. Yeah, beware of self-delusion. Yeah, a lot of things could be self-delusion that you had been thinking about, which was not right. So if you don't get rid of that delusion of the whole situation, and this thing will continue throughout. So even if you meet him, right, and even if you guys go into a sacred union and do whatever you have to in your future, but until you're able to get rid of this problem, this is your blessing. They're giving you the time to work on this situation, right? So until you're able to clear your path, the sky, until you're able to completely clear your path and walk out of this situation, right? And say, okay, forgive the past, forget the past. Live and let live now. This chain of event will not let you live in peace. Your peace will be disturbed again, right? Because every time it will come back to haunt you. That's the story here. So you're given the time to recover, to recoup, to revitalize your own energy so that you don't have to carry this chain of event with you in the future. Because a lot of things, like they're saying, a lot of things could be your self-delusional problem where you were feeling victimized. You felt the world is against you. You felt universe was not giving you because because they were against you, or people are against you, or situations are against you. And some of it could be true, but some of it could be your delusional self, where you have, in your mind, you have fathomed a lot of things that is not right. So until you clear that delusion in yourself and let it go, right, you will not you will not be able to find peace. So in order to find peace with this relationship, in order to find peace in yourself, guys, it's time. This is the time. This is the blessing. Okay, please understand that. That's why I'm going into the depth of this reading so that you follow the message that's been given to you. Okay, let's get into the environment in here and see. Now, environment seems a little bit toxic here. Okay, because the fox and the stork, somebody knows that you two guys are wanting to come back together, and the fox is here. That's why they're saying here that don't do anything right now. Wait, otherwise the fox can be the one to come between you and your happiness and stop this fertility, stop this expansion, because this person is watching this expansion. Let me tell you that. What kind of an expansion? This person is very sly. The situation is very toxic here. So if you step in this toxicity at this point out of curiosity, and this situation or this energy comes to know of it, that you are still present and that you guys are planning on expanding the situation, that will be a big risk that you will be taking with your happiness. So wait until September. That's where they are telling you already on this story. Because this environment is dicey. And you have learned your lesson. So you have to be very, very careful of this situation here. So don't do anything right now that will ignite the fire here. Okay, watch yourself, guys. Watch yourself. Just stay put. Work on your self energy now. Right? You're curious, that's a different thing, but don't get over curious at this point. Don't try to break the pause, because if you're going to break the pause, this situation in the environment will hold you back. Please talk to me about the fox and the stork. Somebody knows this. Somebody is very much aware that there is a situation of the twin flame here that probably can come back into life in the environment. And they're very cautious about the whole situation. They're very sly, very conniving, very cunning. They might not be talking about this, but they are watching. Mirroring, yeah. Yeah, barrier. Yeah, they know that there is a mirroring effect here with the store. There is a partnership. That's what they want to block, whoever it is. That's where they want to block this partnership. So it could be that as you are curious, somebody from the other end is equally curious about this relationship now in the environment. And they want to see how far this mirroring effect is going towards this twin flame connection. Please talk to me about the mirroring here. And they could be very quiet and silent about this situation, but they are in observation of this situation. If you guys are coming back together and working together again, or trying to do things together, they are wary of the mirroring effect. That's what they are trying to block. The Nine of Wands and the Sun, because the Divine Masculine, this is happening, guys, is because the Divine Masculine is liberating and coming back into power. Right? So the fox knows that there is somebody in his life who is helping him. And that somebody could only be you, Divine Feminine. Right? And they don't want that. They're going to barricade the whole situation, because this person is spiritually waking up here and is trying to liberate himself from that situation of the fox. Excuse me, where the Divine Masculine is realizing what a big mistake he has made. or mistakes he has made that he had been very stubborn about. He had not been talking, he had not been doing anything, but he had been holding on. But that because of the time period of all the mistakes he's gone through, he's also spiritually growing in order to understand that it's time for him to liberate out of that fear and shadow energy of the fox and come out of that story, because the fox has been troubling this man here, where he was scared and he was trying to imitate the fox, right? He had kept, okay, I'll go back here. Hold on, guys. The Nine of Wands and the Sun, please talk to me about the Nine of Wands and the Sun here. And please talk to me about the Five of Pentacles here. Talk to me about the Five of Pentacles. Okay. Hold on, guys. Let's go back into the environment. Okay, so we get the fox here, okay, which is talking about an energy of cunningness, conniving, cunning, sly, deceitful energy right here in the environment, okay, which is where this energy is very much aware of your energy and his energy together. Because this could be because of a past situation that the fox knows about and is keeping her eyes open to see what is going on between you and him. Are you guys expanding? Are you all guys talking? Are you all guys being happy? What is that happening? The fox doesn't know. But the fox is so cunning that even if the fox spots or watches something, you will not know, but the fox will know. Like it's preying on you, okay? Very cunning. Wearing a mask. Not letting, okay? The mirroring, because this is where she wants to know. I said she for the fox is because of the karmic situation. She wants to know how far you guys are going now. Are you all doing the same thing together? Have you all joined back together? Are you all in touch with one another? Right? What is that path you all are following? What is that you are doing? She wants to know. She's curious. She wants to know. Why? Because the divine masculine is showing the signs of being the warrior. Okay? Of somebody who has been very stubborn about a situation, but is going to be showing the sign of that letting go of that stubbornness and coming back into his own energy of the divine masculine. Right? Where he has been wounded, he has been hurt, he has been holding on to a lot of stubborn energy. But like I said, as he's been holding on, he has also been spiritually growing. And because of that spiritual growth, a lot of shadow energy that he was afraid of with this fox situation is dissipating, clearing away. He is liberating himself from the Five of Pentacles, from the stage of feeling completely helpless, leaving you alone, leaving himself alone in the cold. When he had to do this, or by himself, he's feeling miserable in that surrounding of the fox, where he is equally depressed and feels your loss, divine feminine. Feels your loss, he wants you back. Because as he is liberating from his shadow energy. He's coming to terms with your situation, with his situation, that both you guys have gone through a lot of problem is because of this fox. You see? It's a learning lesson. That was, as he's liberating, letting go of that energy, as he is coming to terms with this twin flame, the mirroring effect of the twin flame of the storks, he's coming back into power. And because he's coming back, he's liberating his subconscious mind. That lesson of that Five of Pentacles is catching up. And this is making him understand that he cannot do without you. He needs you back in his life, or else he will, he'll cut a very sorry figure for himself. Why? Because dealings a relationship with an older woman, look here. Dissatisfaction, cracked cup, dissatisfaction with life, because the person who could be his mother or wife or sister or whoever it is, older to him, he is unhappy, he is dissatisfied with that fox energy, right? With that fox energy. So now, because of that, this Five of Pentacles, where he is feeling spiritually, mentally, emotionally low, it's because he is coming back into power. And because he's coming back into power, this dissatisfaction of his life, he's catching up with him. Where there is an older woman, older not in terms of age, somebody who could be older to him, or just by themselves can be an older person, right? Could be somebody who is 50 plus. His dealings in relationship with that woman has completely caused a lot of dissatisfaction with his own personal life. So the environment, angel, spiritual guidance, protection from harm. So he will get protection. He will get protection. He probably has the angel covering him, right? Or supporting him, or, protecting him from any kind of harm. But this is where the environment lies at this point in time. So you guys, please understand what is going on in the environment between you and him at this point in time. So you have to watch your steps, because there is a lot of dissatisfaction, feeling of spiritual, mental, emotional, financial poverty. And the dealings that he has had with this woman or the older woman has completely caused a huge lot of dissatisfaction in his own personal life. Okay, so the environment is it's going through a change for you and him at this point. So you have to be very careful right now, guys. You have to be very careful. Okay, let's move into the next part, which is talking about your spirit's advice. What is spirit saying? Rider. Okay, so there is some kind of information or news that could come in very quickly towards you, or is in the way. Is in the way, birds fluttering. Yeah, because this restlessness that you could be feeling, it's like I said, spirit is saying, yes, you're feeling restless because you could possibly be not getting any information now. But hold on. There is some movement that is going to happen here at this point, or going a little bit forward. So you have to be a little bit more patient. That's what spirit is saying. Be patient here. Don't do anything unnecessary at this point in time. Wait for something to happen. There is some kind of news, information that will come back to you, but you have to hold on to your patience at this point. Please talk to me about the rider and the birds, right? Because you could be very, very Like I said, you're curious, you want information, you could be feeling that restless energy within you. So, but Spirit is saying, hold on, don't move at this point. Things will come towards you, right? Admired. Yeah. And divine timing. Yeah, you will know how much he admires you. That timing is coming. That information will come to you. Somebody is going to come and say that the divine timing is working towards your benefit, but you have to just, they love you. That person loves you. The divine masculine, right? Admires you. And the divine timing, so don't be restless. You will hear what you have to hear. That's what they're saying. But you have to hold on to your patience. Please talk to me about admired and divine timing. And the timing will come to you when you will be surprised to hear probably what he has to tell you about you that you may have not heard before from him. Admired and divine timing. Yeah, the Queen of Cups. There you are. Right? How much they love you, or how much he loves you. And the Ace of Cups. Look, yeah, the offer is coming. But Spirit's advice is like, hold your fort. Hold your fort. You could be very restless about this energy now because you're not hearing anything, right? And you could be feeling that restlessness, but not the information, this message is coming towards you. Please talk to me about the Queen of Cups, which you have been waiting for a long time, So you have to be a little bit more cool and composed in your emotional energy, or else you will find it difficult, right? So you have to work towards that situation, guys. Okay, the Page of Cups in the reverse, right, where there was a block towards offering you any kind of happiness, let me put it that way, right? Ace of Wands in the reverse, because this person did not want a new cycle or could not start a new cycle with you, and the Sun shows up again. This is where the liberation is happening. Okay, let's go back in here, guys. This is very, very, very interesting messages coming through around this portion in time. Okay, so Spirit's blessing is talking about the rider. So it could be a divine masculine. I wouldn't be surprised. Coming in at full speed, right? Where you have been waiting and feeling restless about this news of expansion or anything that you want. You want to fly out of your nest, you want to do something, you're feeling restless, you're feeling stuck, right? And that is the energy that is catching up. And so Spirit is saying that it's okay. I mean, understandable that you have been waiting for a long time, stuck in a situation, and you haven't received anything, you haven't got anything. So it's making you feel very anxious and restless from within yourself, right? Admired, right? Which is where you will all of a sudden find some kind of freedom. You will. Because this energy is telling me that there will be some kind of exchange of information or words that will make you feel that it will completely change your energy level. That's what I'm getting. Where he could be telling you how much he admires you, how much he loves you, how much he really values you. That's the word, right? That could completely change your energy level, guys. So Spirit is saying that you will dance with joy, because that is a situation that will change your entire physical energy level just by yourself, right? And that's the divine timing. That's going to happen. It will happen. It will happen. Now everybody is on their individual timeline. We don't know, right? We are not still getting a timeline here, but it's happening, or it will happen. So it can happen anywhere between February to September for some of you. For some it can happen tomorrow, for some it can happen 2 months later, for some it can happen 3 months later, right? But there is some kind of a situation that they're saying don't disturb right now, right? Because that will come between you and your happiness, right? And that's the divine timing. Spirit is saying, hold on, hold your fort, okay? Because Queen of Cups, you have a lot of self composed emotional energy within yourself. Apply that. Learn to be cool, learn to be composed in your own self. Look after yourself. Take care of your own emotions. Take care of your own self. Do you, right? Do you. Take time to enjoy life. Take time to see what you have missed out before in your life that you haven't done. Probably some of you have not read a good book, have not watched a good movie, have not gone out anywhere, have not really enjoyed a beautiful situation. So this is the time, right? Enjoy yourself. Don't think too much. Don't be worried too much. Keep your energy to yourself. Be composed. Don't purge. Don't cry. Don't shed tears, but enjoy your own energy, right? Enjoy. Learn to enjoy. Because you know why? It's because you could be feeling sad that you did not still receive that offer that you have been waiting for. So there could be a lot of purging whenever you think back, right, that you still haven't received an offer, nobody has given you a surprise, nobody even said a has said a sorry. You could be sorrowful about that situation, but that's all going to change at the right time, where this new cycle had failed to happen, right? Where energetically, so you have to liberate yourself from that situation as well as the divine masculine, right? Both you guys will have to liberate yourself from all the situations that you wanted but you didn't get, right? You probably wanted him to tell you how that he admires you, he loves you, but the divine timing you did not get. It didn't happen. Maybe that was not the right timing as well for some of you, right? But things will move, things will happen by September. I said that before. So some lot of things. So by the time all the situation turns around, you by yourself with your emotions, you cannot purge on this anymore. You have to let it go, divine feminine. You have to learn to be in your power. You have to learn to liberate your subconscious self or subconscious side, which is very important for you at this point in time. Very important. They're repeating the message for you because it's a big story at this point. Okay. The probable outcome is the rods. The probable outcome could be some sort of clash. Okay. Some kind of clash. Let's see here what rods is talking about. If you, okay, all right. So what they're also saying, guys, is that if you don't liberate yourself from that energy, this situation will never improve. The clash will happen, right? So if you want a good outcome in your life, divine feminine, and you want to bring back that peace in yourself, learn to enjoy your own self, liberate yourself, then this clash will go. This whatever happened in the beginning, or whatever happened years before, if you still carry back that vengeance with you, if you still carry back that energy, that clash with this is a chain of event. This clash will not let you leave and will not leave you. You will not be able to let go of that energy. There will always be some kind of a warfare that will keep occurring if you do not let go. Please talk to me about the rods. And this will continue. This chain of event will continue. Solitude. Yeah. Get out of this situation, guys. Give yourself plenty of time, soulmate. to understand what this energy is. It's all about you and your soulmate. So if you all continuously fight, or if there is continuous argument, then that peace and that serenity and that love and that friendship cannot happen, right? And the chain of event will continue to occur if both you guys do not work accordingly, especially you, divine feminine. So you have to understand, give yourself, I did repeat that, I did say that in the beginning, give yourself plenty of time. Plenty of time now to heal from this situation and to bring back your own energy. Because probably, like I said, what you wanted did not happen. That's fine. But you have yourself. Do you. You do you. Right? Release yourself from whatever situation you thought you deserve. Right? You thought you should receive that message. You were waiting for it. It didn't come. So be it. It will come to you at the right time. But right now, you work with yourself. You do you. That's what I said. Please talk to me about the solitude. You gave yourself plenty of time, divine feminine, to work on your own energy, because otherwise it'll be difficult for you to move forward in this journey. Even if this journey comes together, you will always carry back that sense of grudge with you. So you have to watch it, guys. You have to watch it. Right? The Two of Swords and the Eight of Swords. Yeah, there you go. You're stuck in this energy. Right? And that's where the rods are. That's where the fight is. That's where the squabbling will happen. That's where the irritation is. Right? Where you are not taking a decision. You're in a stalemate. You're not talking. But inside of you, there is a lot of internal warfare that will erupt if you do not let it go. And that will be a chain of event that will carry you in your journey till the end. So somewhere you have to liberate yourself. Cut it off. Cut it off. Scythe. That's what they're saying. Work on yourself, guys. It's very important, because otherwise it's going to be very difficult for you to move forward. That's what they're saying. Because this journey is coming to its point of culmination. And if you want this journey in the right way to move forward, you have to forgive. You have to learn to forgive and bridge the gap in yourself. Overcome the problems. Learn to accept it. Learn to understand why things have happened, guys. Or else you will be always, that fight will always be in yourself. Even if he does something good for you, you will still go back to the past and say, oh, okay, if 10 years back, or say 8 years back when I asked for it, you didn't give it to me, and there will be a fight that will erupt. Or more than a fight, it will be a bad exchange of communication between the two of you. Where you will bring the past, he will bring the past, and a lot of things will get complicated again. You don't want that, right? That's where they're telling you, we are giving you this time to work on yourself, divine feminine. Work, work, and work. Please talk to me about the Two of Swords and the Eight of Swords. You're pretending as though you're not affected by this whole situation. Let me tell you that. But it's all up in the head. You're definitely affected. And you're affected because you know that at one point in time, he ghosted you. You're not being able to forgive the situation, right? He know that he has, let's put it like that. He has ghosted you, right? He drained you of your personal power. So now you're pretending, no, everything is fine. But up in the head, you have all those little whines of bad thoughts that, like you're feeling toxic here. There's a lot of toxicity within yourself, because as you remember what's happened before, with this man, a lot of toxicity evolves. That he ghosted you, right? He didn't do things in the right way. He left you high and dry. So there is a lot of toxicity within yourself that you need to release. So you need to give yourself plenty of time to come out of that situation, guys. It's very important for you because you're not being able to forgive that situation, to be honest with you. Please talk to me about the hermit. Mice. Yeah, discord amongst friends or family. Yeah, when there is a lot of discord, between the two of you, January. Birds flying, news is on the way. Yeah, there could be. See, the thing is, guys, Feather, someone is undependable and insincere. Yeah. This is a situation, right? That you're finding it difficult because the thing is that you still feel that he's undependable and insincere to you, right? Where time to go out and have fun, where you're not being able to go out and have fun because it's troubling you. Celebration, fun, and enjoyment. And Spirit is saying, don't sit in that energy. Do what you have to do. Do what you have to do. Don't sit in that energy because, like, unsuccessful plans, because, you had plans, right? That didn't happen. So it's getting, you had plans, you have made plans of fun, celebration, joy, time to go out and have fun, but then this person could have ghosted you again, right? Where it's becoming, the situation is that it's becoming very independable, like you are undependable and insincere for you, right? You're not being able to trust because this has been an ongoing cycle in your life where that is where, you're not being able to believe. You feel that this person is very undependable and insincere. That's where you are not talking, you are pretending everything is okay, but you're not taking any action and you're feeling very toxic from within yourself because you cannot believe this person. Your trust has been impacted. Discord among friends and family that must have created a lot of, hassles even within your own friends and family where, a lot of things have gone wrong. Where your family people could have told you something and, there has been a struggle where they must have told you, okay, leave him, go in another route, find somebody else. And, that created conflict among people that you know. Because on one hand, you love him. On the other hand, it's becoming impossible for you to completely put your faith and trust on him because of what he has done before, right? Something happened in January for you. So some of you could have had this discord in the month of January as we speak. It could be last January, it could be this January, that's difficult to say, where, there is some news that came into your zone that created a lot of discord within your own friends and family. For some of you, it's because of this situation here. Where somebody could have told you, let's go something, let's do something, but you are so mentally and emotionally, you're feeling so low that you may have refused for some of you. Right, where there has been some news in the way towards you, right, that you have been waiting for and you have not received as well. That also could be it. You have been waiting for this, but this person is constantly ghosting you or has been ghosting you from before, and that kind of feeling of waiting for some information, some news, And because you're not getting, maybe it's creating a fight among your own friends and family who could be telling you different things, but you're not ready or willing to do it as well, right? So there could be a verbal warfare that's going to happen or will be happening, because you are perhaps in that energy where you by yourself, you're not taking action on this situation. You're ghosting yourself too, divine feminine, let me tell you that. You're ghosting yourself too because of this situation. You're not opening up, you're not communicating, you're not talking, right? So there is, because of that situation, there is that, whenever you're talking, maybe it's creating some kind of rift amongst people, right? So this is because you're not, the thing is, like I said, you're not being able to believe that someone is undependable and insincere, and this is troubling you, right? This fact is troubling you, that how can somebody be so unsincere or insincere and undependable, right? That you are not being able to hear anything. You have been waiting for a long time, you know and this person could be ghosting you, or you're ghosting yourself. With this situation, it can go both ways, that both of you are ghosting each other at this point in time and nobody's talking, right? So that kind of is kind of creating that anger within you that you're not enjoying. It's bringing up a lot of anger within you, so you have to watch it, guys, right? You have to do what it is being told to you at this point in time, in order for the situation to calm down, or this situation will keep erupting and you wouldn't like it. You don't want it, right? So you have to take your time on this, give yourself plenty of time to think about this situation before you do anything, because there could be news coming to you as well. That also could be a part of the story. They're preparing you for that, that news could cause some kind of an upset situation. You could be disappointed, anything that can happen, right? But you need plenty of time to rethink on your own things in here. What decision you have to take in your life, because you're not talking about that, right? You're not talking about that. You're not opening up. You are in your, very deep within yourself. You are trying to figure out what it is that you now need to do, right? So yeah, maybe you're not communicating at all, even too, right? So because you're not yet okay, you have not yet decided what action you want to take, or what is that you need to do now. So you're undecided. You're not talking about what you're planning in the future is, or what you want. So that also could be a card, this cause of discordant among friends and family, who possibly don't know your future plans, and they could be asking you and you're not giving an answer, because you by yourself, divine feminine, you are undecided on this situation too, right? So anyways, so you have to learn to work with this energy. It's a little difficult energy at this point in time, guys. It's going to take a lot of time at your end. Give yourself plenty of time to work on this situation, or else this situation is not going to it's not going to bring you peace. You want peace, right? And for which you have to take a decision. Now, what decision you take will be completely up to you. But at this point in time, you have to take your time to decide what you want to do. It's getting difficult for you. That's where you're not talking, you're not opening up, because possibly you feel that if you open up and say anything, there could be a fight that could erupt, right? So probably because of that, you're keeping quiet, and it's better to keep quiet now and work upon your own energy at this point. Liberate yourself from all the shadow that you have had. It could be delusional as well. You could be delusional with the Eight of Swords, right? You could be delusional at this point. A lot of things that probably is not true seems true to you. That's what delusion is, right? So you have to work, you have to give yourself plenty of time to work on yourself, divine feminine, or else you will find it difficult to move forward. Okay, so enjoy this reading, guys. It's a pretty long reading, but enjoy this reading until I see you once again. Till then, goodbye, God bless, Khuda Hafiz, and Namaste.